What's going on? We are out of the normal location. We're not at Heat Treated Garage shop. We are in my buddy's shop, and we are working on, let me get turned around here. There's not a lot of room. Turn you around. We are in my buddy's shop working on changing the transmission out of a 97 Chevy plow truck that he found. Chris is hiding out underneath there working on getting the transfer case out.
What's up? He's my friend too.
He's your friend too. He's our friend. He's a construction guy. He built the Barbie dream house.
Not a mechanic.
He was the head. What do you want to call him? He was the lead foreman.
No.
On the Barbie dream house. Yeah, you did work. You didn't just stand around yourself.
No, that's not any better.
Yes. Yeah. I would say foreman because you did work. I mean, you just didn't bark orders everywhere. But
tried to keep us all under control.
And before anybody asks why we're working on our knees, it's low ceilings in this shop. So we're just glad we're not on our backs.
Right.
All right. Actually, you know what? Let's not even worry about the cart for this because it's not that bad. It'll slide. It may leak a little fluid. So let's. Well, I'm just gonna get some so it doesn't spread everywhere. All right. I should be able to just. Hold on. Let me. Oop. There should be a. You got a pry bar? Even a big flat blade screwdriver will work. Maybe. Well, we might need something bigger than that. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes. Looks like the transfer case is.
See, I told you it was gonna leak. Actually, you can hang whichever way. Just right there. Bring it straight down. Didn't leak too bad. All right.
It's not a great way to get a video angle here.
Yeah, we're
kind of tight.
Make sure we got all the wiring off. I'll pop that dipstick out if I can get it out.
I already popped it out.
The dipstick?
Oh yeah. Carpenter, not mechanic, so tried to convince it out, and I convinced the hole in it.
Oh, well, that's not hard to fix. Okay.
Seen the hole yet.
Dipsticks are cheap. Well, yeah, those work. Did you have a small pry bar?
Probably. I probably do.
Even a flat construction bar would work. I just need something I can get some leverage. I'm lying. This is working. Maybe. Oh yeah! Wow.
Yeah.
You didn't put a hole in it. You punched straight through it.
Oh yeah. I told you. They're hard to find too.
I don't even get that on camera. I'll take a picture.
The picture might be.
So let's get it on the floor, then we'll put it to that. I want to bring it back here a little bit further, and then so one of us can be on each end. Okay. Go ahead and get it loose. And if it starts to go, just get out of its way.
So we're gonna pick it up and take it that way?
We'll take it here, come down
There you
here.
go.
Yep. Let me make sure that torque converter. Okay, let's get it more that way if we can. So we got some room. Give me just a second. Corey, do you see another screwdriver out there anywhere?
And the torque converter
Yeah.
sticks out further on this one.
That's
than on
we do
that
have to
one.
measure that the input. So what we've got here, we've got a 4L60E out of a like an 01 or a 99 Chevy truck,
with an LS.
which is LS engine, and this would be out of your old school small block fifth would be fourth gen
Vortec. Wouldn't it be a
Vortec 350. Yeah, 97. Bell housings are configured different. They went to a full range bell housing on the LS. Your bottom 4 bolts are the same. These bolts are the same. The LS adds the bolt here, but in an LS you don't use this hole because it's not tapped. It's not there on the block. Whereas on the old school small block it is. So physically they will bolt in. I don't know torque converter wise, because basically they are the same transmission. This is like a 700 R4 or an early 4L60. The 4L60 became what was the 700 R4. So your dipsticks are in the same location. Your plugins are the same. I just don't know. We got to check the back of the crank and see what that looks like for the.
So are we going to try to put the newer transmission in and see what happens, or are we going to try to find a transmission that works?
To be determined yet.
Okay.
Check back in a little bit. Vice
We'll
grips
try
are
the
to
vice
start.
grips?
Yeah. So
See, I got bolt
am
extractor.
I right in your face?
You're right up in my grill.
Right up in your grill?
Does that light need to move for
We're perfect.
video quality?
We're good. Does it look all right from you?
Yep.
Okay.
We're recording, so I mean.
Oh, we're all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good thing we got a good editor.
Oh, hey. For safety speed here,
Oh, God.
we got the fire extinguisher.
Hey, that's probably a good
And-
call.
It's charged.
It is charged.
Perfect.
He's worked with me before. So what we're doing, gonna warm up the manifold here, try to get these bolts out that have probably been in there since 1997. Hopefully we can get a vice grips on these two, get them out. This one will warm up. We'll probably end up welding a nut to it to try to get it out, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see if Ben Franklin's torch works here. Is this the only torch head you got? You know what? Do you have like a just a little pinpoint one?
You tell me what you want, bud.
That one there would work a lot better.
This is our Saturday.
Little bitter.
Oh yeah, a lot better. There's just a lot of like frayed metal or wire harness up there, like covering. I didn't want to light it on fire.
Thank you.
Well, I know you like your house and all. I don't recommend,
No,
it sucks,
I know a guy that's been through that.
right? You can leverage it into a podcast and YouTube channel, though.
Or you can try.
So what we're doing is just trying to get this warmed up, and hopefully that little bolt will spin right out of there. Yeah, pretty warm. Let's see what it does. Where'd my vice grips go? Of course, I didn't have the vice grips ready. We're gonna grab there. Now we can see what we're doing. There's not a lot of room under this truck. I ain't going yet. A little warmer yet. It cooled down quite a bit while I was messing with the torch, though, or messing with the vice grips. There, we're getting her good red. Oh, the old gasket material's burning off there. Ooh.
This might turn into a drill session.
Let's hope not. We still haven't. We can get the welder out yet, so we're not out yet. This one's just really hard to get the vice grips on it to get it to turn. We'll keep heating. At some point, Derek, we may need like some 3/8 or 7/16 nuts, sacrificial ones that we can weld to.
Yep.
Probably 6 or 8 of them, if we have to do all of them. In worst case, if we do end up having the weld nuts to at least the metal's warmed up, so it will turn out easier. This one up here, I will definitely have to
Yeah, that one doesn't have nothing to grab a hold of.
weld to because there's nothing to grab to. But and we're having to take the vice grips on straight on, so that's that's your least amount of gripping to grab the. Well, it's going to be stubborn. Well, we're going to go to the welding. We'll come back in here in a minute when we get the welding set up.
So right now, Chris is preparing the nuts because we're trying a new method.
This is a proven Geyer method.
Well, it's a
Actually,
proven method, but I mean, from what we were trying before, the heat up and twist out method did not work.
No, it wasn't enough to grab to. All right. We'll put the bee mittens on. All right. We're going to do this in 2 steps. We're going to tack them on, and then we'll put a good weld on. Okay. Might need a little bit more wire, Derek.
Like 65?
Yeah, that'll work. More than that. Take it up like 80.
Okay.
There we go. There, we'll give it a minute to cool. And either we'll twist it off and then we're going to be drilling, or it'll come out. But, you know what, that one's, we might as well weld the other one by that one cools, because We put some serious heat to it.
I was just not touching that.
Nah, don't put your tongue on it. But hopefully that heat, because that also heats up the bolt, so it'll. That was welding my hair.
I don't have that problem.
Oh, I burned the side of my head with the plastic cutter.
I can burn my head. I just can't burn my hair.
Not your hair. It's not your facial hair.
All right. Let's see what it does now. Where'd I lay? There it is. That one's not cool enough yet. All right, we're gonna go back and heat it up. Put a little heat in it with the torch. Striker.
When I welded the nut to that, it would have broke off.
Oh, sure.
That's what I told Chris. I'm like, I know not to help Derek. Like, I didn't know if two of us were going to do any good. We would have tried, though.
Well, I was about to message you and say, what time are you starting? When Court said, I'm going to go down and help Derek. I'm like, good, pick me up.
No, thanks a ton for coming down. Is it moving?
It's moving cautiously.
So you probably don't want an impact on it, huh?
No. You're about guaranteed to twist it off then. I feel like this one's coming. And that is what we call victory. A little game I like to call victory. Oh, we'll just lay it down here on the. You got here. We'll put it on this metal pan.
This is bolt number 2. Same process as last time.
We're winning though, boys.
It looks like there might be number 2 coming out. Look at that.
Right there.
That's 2.
Woo! Shit.
We're 2 for 2. Now that we're keeping score.
Of course we're keeping score. It dropped into the plastic part of the pan. I got scared. Now comes the one that's going to be the bugger. Because it's not much there. So we'll see how we do here.
I got faith in you.
At least somebody does. This is actually an old technique. I mean, been around forever. Geyer uses it quite a bit with the students at school because some of them don't know righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, or some things are righty-loosey, lefty-tighty, and they tend to break bolts off, and Geyer gets to spend the day fixing it. So he's perfected this method. Make sure I got the right things in my hands when I start.
Well, 1 and 2 we won. Unfortunately,
What's that? Yeah, that'll work.
number 3.
Actually, you got one size bigger than that, Derek?
Number 3, unfortunately, the weld. There's not much to weld to on that one, and it just twisted off again. So I'm gonna get a smaller nut and try that. You win some, you lose some. honestly, if you only have to drill 1 versus 3,
Right.
you still won.
We ain't out yet. We're still gonna
try. Chris is still gonna try. I'm just gonna stand here with the video camera.
this crap off of here. How about a grinder, Derek?
Kind of grinder.
Just like a metal grinder, so I can clean up this surface. Try to get a little more to weld to.
You got room.
Okay, does that balance out?
Yeah, it balances out.
Milwaukee
Use
glasses.
Milwaukee lights.
Milwaukee glasses, Milwaukee lights balance out the yellow grinder, but. That one just doesn't. There's a bit of a lip there that I can't quite get it to slide up far enough. I'll try this one. I don't know if we'll get enough hook to it or not. These are really thick gloves.
You're welcome.
That wasn't a compliment. I'm used to like, you know, just the leather cowhide gloves.
Burning your fingers gloves.
All right. I am not super confident in this one just because there's so little to weld to, but we're gonna get it nice and hot and see what we can do.
You have the right size socket for that nut.
I don't. Probably like a 9.
Smaller one.
Yeah, I think that's like a 9/16. You've got time because I'm gonna get this really good warm. My head's right in your way, isn't it, Court?
I got it off the side. I'm
Okay.
good. I'm moving around.
And Rico from Rico's Garage told me the other day he was really jealous that there's 2 of us filming. He says, you want to try it by yourself trying to do it? I said, well, we have. There's times it's just one of us. But it definitely is when you got a team effort to do this stuff. You know, even just having the guy on the outside to grab you. Oh, yep, it is that size. Okay. Well, this is where everybody crosses your fingers and toes. Nope, broke off again.
Turn it all.
I can't tell because when you got we're gonna go back to the bigger size nut just because we can get more weld around it. But you also gotta be careful you don't get weld on the cast too.
Right.
Yeah, as it's warm enough now, it would weld to that cast pretty easy.
Size, Chris.
This is the other sizes.
You've been using these.
No, it is bigger. So
You want to use this then, or you want to?
I want to use this one
Find a socket for it.
because it's not as that flange on there. Because we got a couple over here that are going to be. This one we can use induction heater on. This one might be a fight too. We'll see. Worst case, we can cut that off flat, drill all the way through it, and you run a bolt all the way through.
Yeah.
I've done that quite often, especially if it's a truck like you're out side of the road trail. You know, you're laying on your back all the time. So we've got a Venom induction heater. We've got one of these studs, maybe this other one, long enough that you can get the induction heater around it, heat it up. We'll see how this does. I've had mixed results with it in the past. We'll see how this goes.
And Chris, that heating element is ceramic wrapped, correct? So
It's got like a ceramic cloth around it.
so it's okay if it touches the bolt.
It can. You try not to though,
Okay.
especially if there's any, because it can short out the ductor. So you can already see. I don't know if you guys can see it back there. You can already see it smoking as it gets hot. You can see it getting hot inside there. You see that, Court?
I can see the smoke. You can see it getting red inside the coil.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta kind of cycle them a few times. I'll let the coil cool down and then we'll go again.
It definitely doesn't get as red cherry hot as the torch,
No,
but it's directing that heat directly into the stud.
right. So it's working on the same principle as welding a nut to it by you're forcing heat into the stud. It's just you're not having to do welding, and a lot of times it's a lot easier if you got small areas to work. Let's see what it does. Nope, I don't think that's gonna win. What we will do though is we'll get the manifold warmed up here with the torch, and then we'll hit it one more time with the induction heater and see what it does. Here's anything on this side yet, so. No. See if we get it to wiggle at all. It's starting. Now it's just a matter of getting enough leverage on it to turn it. Ugh. I can wiggle it, but it doesn't want to come all the way out yet. Little by little, we're gaining. We'll warm it up one more time with this, and so we can get this to come out. Being stubborn.
You want a bolt extractor on it so you can get a socket on it?
If you got a bolt, yeah, that would help grabbing it. Because then I can put the socket on and get a little more leverage to it. Oh, you can do it grabbing that. We'll get this one warm. Maybe we'll get this one with the bolt extractor and
I don't know what size you might need here.
probably something around the 3/8 flavor. Oh, we gotta go a little smaller. Won't quite bite on that. Let's try one more smaller, Derek, and see if. And that one won't even get over the end of there. Might have to do is take that cutoff wheel.
Try this one.
And we'll. Okay, I need a different size socket.
Need a socket for that though, huh?
Oh, let's see. What do I get right here? Nope. Probably a 5/8. All right. Yeah, that one don't quite grab. Well, I was trying the other one here. Well, it's trying to bite. There we go. That's another win.
Hell yeah.
So, give me a second here, get this off. We'll show you what these extractors we're using look like. Basically, it's, you can focus in on that there. It's a.
Oh, there's not enough light.
Here.
There we go. I can get focusing there.
Can you see it from there?
Yep.
Okay, so basically, they're kind of a spiral. The bites right into that stud, and we'll bite into the stud, and basically goes the back opposite. Bites in the opposite way. That's warm, Derek. Don't touch it. Maybe one size bigger. Let's just see if we can get this other one to grab. It is, but I think I have it here. I think it jumps to 3/4. Yep. Nope. Well, let's get that good and hot, and then we'll bite into it because it's biting in. We lost all our heat in it. We're not going to show you the full heat process here because you've seen us do it. Same as we did on the other bowls. Get it good red, nice and red and hot. We switched to a different size bolt or stud extractor just because we're further up on the stud here, and let me get it to tighten. There, it starts coming. If you'll notice that it's not perfectly square because it just bites in where it can and then it'll start. But this one's turning out nice and easy. So, several different ways to get these out. You just have to be persistent. And something I am not always, but be patient with it. Look up there, it's really hot. So that is 4 out of the 6. This guy back here is probably cooled off. We can heat it up. While we're already over on the side, we'll I think we got one more nut. See if it will. We got plenty to go on here, and maybe I don't know if I explained this earlier. Basically, take a nut that's bigger than the stud, so it slides right over. And get it so you can get in there, and then you fill that nut with weld, and you're welding nut to the stud. At the same time, you're transferring heat into that stud. Same idea as like the mini ductor did there. But then this gives you when you got something short like this where you can't really get the stud extractor.
Zoom in on it.
It's here.
Definitely very small.
You can't get the stud extractor on there. You weld the nut to it, so then you can just put a regular socket on it. So we'll see, ground's still there. Throw some gloves on and see if we can get this. See if we can win here today. There's the welder. Clean up the tip here. Needle nose. Here. I don't need that. Hand me the welding ones. All right. Well,
Good with the welder?
yeah, let's shut the welder off. And that one's nice and cherried up. We're going to spin over to the other side here quick, and we'll see if we'll heat the manifold up again and see if we can get this one to come out.
What size nut is that? Is that a big one?
I think that's the 3/4 I got over here. Oh no, this is that bigger one that's right here. I'm set up and ready here.
Okay.
So, just side note here, Derek, I do see it looks like something got angry with the side of the wiring here, and your orange power wire here does have a.
Is it nicked?
It's nicked. Honestly, it looks like rodent chewing,
Oh,
like
nice.
squirrels.
Okay.
But just before you put the training in, when you can get to it easy, just liquid tape it.
Okay.
You'll be fine. It's because it's not touching the other wires.
Okay.
It just, you can see where they started chewing into it.
Oh, it's not bad then.
It's actually pretty common because back in the Toyota was really famous for it, but all the manufacturers were trying to be environmentally safe. That they were using like peanut-based lubricants and that, building the wire looms.
Really? So it attracts rodents.
It attracts mice and squirrels and they're trying to keep the, I'll say it, the tree huggers happy with what chemicals they were using in the factories, but in turn that has caused problems down the road. So they've switched to other biodegradable, or they've added other things into it to not make it so inviting to the rodents, I guess. But we had a Jeep Cherokee in the shop here a couple weeks ago that all of the heat shields all the way down the exhaust were chewed on.
The heat shield?
The heat shields,
Really?
the aluminum heat shields, they'd been chewing on that. So we talked to the customer and they're like, well, you got a lot of squirrels in the area? Yeah, we see them all the time. Yeah, they're chewing on the bottom of your car. So well, let's see if it's going to go or blow, as they say. This one's either going to spin out or we're going to grind it flat and be drilling it. So, if I can get the socket back on there, because it expanded. Look, you got like a 22, Derek?
Yeah.
Or even like a 7/8?
Here's 22 right here.
That's a stubborn. Oh, it's one of those little push ones. They stay on better, but they're hard to get on.
You got a 7/8 if you want it.
Well, let's see if this goes on there. Oh, this fits it all right. It's going, but I want to, because I lost some heat in it, we're gonna get it nice and red again. Like an old boy I used to work with said, it can't hold if it's liquid.
That's true.
Now, we don't want it totally liquid because Derek wants to reuse it.
Yeah, I don't want to put manifolds on it.
But, oh, that might be miserable.
Might be miserable. It would be miserable.
They'd be going down the road at that point.
I don't remember on these older trucks if they're cast iron heads or if they're aluminum heads, but I know like on the LSs that we tend to use a lot on the shop, you have steel bolts and aluminum heads that you usually have 2 or 3 every time you go to change manifolds or put headers on, that you end up doing one of these processes too to get the studs out. Nope. Twisted right off. Just can't, it's so short we can't get the penetration in there to stick. Huh. That bugger just does not want to come out. Well, let's let that think about it. Let's try this other one for a minute. It's a little warm. I don't know if I'd put it back in the box just yet.
Okay.
Oh. Hopefully we only have one to drill. Because I doubt, Derek's got lots of cool tools. I doubt he has a mag drill.
I do not.
It is on my list of nice pieces of the tool equipment to have, but just can't justify the cost for the amount of use yet. I think the Evolution Chop Saw is going to be the next one, though.
The miter box or the
miter,
traditional?
well, I don't know yet.
That miter box one is awesome, but man,
Steel?
cutting steel, $1,000.
Oh,
It's a little pricey. But it's a 14-inch cold cut. It looks like your miter saw.
It looks just like a regular wood saw blade, so,
Yeah.
so you're just getting metal chips. You're not getting, you don't get the sparks like you do with an abrasive wheel.
electric or cordless?
Electric, plug in. I did get the little 12 volt the bandsaw or not?
Yeah, the bands. The
little-
12
Little portaband?
The Portaband, yeah. And he got that for
2-inch? Is it like a 2-inch throat?
no, it's like a 4,
Is it?
but it runs off the 12 volt battery, so it's tiny to get in spots. And it was a little disappointed. She's like, you know what? I could have got a lot better deals, got you batteries and everything else if we would have got the full size one. But I got a full size plug-in.
Sounds like that's turning out.
It is. It is coming right out. When you do put these back in, I would do them by hand and just get them snug. Because just looking at the threads in there and that, it just...
Do I want to chase those threads with a tap before
I would chase them just to clean them out.
Okay.
But it's like this last one we did here, just over time, the manifold's just corroded enough that it's really thin on the one side that like if you were trying to run them in with an impact or something like that, it's going to strip out.
let's not do that.
So,
I mean, worst case, you can get to it with a nut, can't you, on these?
yeah, they're all, that's just like this other side here. If we can't get we'll give it one more go with the welder but if we can't get this, we'll grind it off flush, and then we'll just run a drill up through it. We'll do like a 1/4 inch and then probably 3/8. And this one, we got tons of room. You can put a nut on the top side.
And I learned this from experience. Don't use stainless hardware.
No, do not.
Yeah.
Use like grade 5.
Yep. Stainless is terrible when you have to take it off.
And don't use nylon lock nuts.
No. They'll burn.
Why is it smoking so much? I've seen people. We've got 5 of the 6 out. We've got this last one that's been giving us troubles the whole time. It's just a little guy. There's not lots sticking out there. I'm going to give it one more shot with the welder. But we're low on sacrificial nuts to weld to. So we're going to, this one's a little bigger, but I'm worried about getting the weld onto the manifold. So we'll take a washer and stack it right above it. So the washer is going to be the spacer. I'll end up welding the washer, the stud, and the nut, but we won't be welding directly to the manifold because the washer is going to be that spacer in there that's going to give us a little space to buffer that. And we'll see if we can't get this thing out. If I can get everything held up there at once, and everything's hot. I'll get that guy going there. Hot. Well, we've got it all stuck together. Now let's see if we can get it welded enough that it'll stay together. we can get this thing out of here. And if it doesn't work, I've just made a bunch more work for myself. As you can tell, there's a lot more space we got to fill the void with. And welding overhead is always fun. All right. We're gonna let that cool a bit. We're gonna, I don't know if you guys can see it in the video, but I've got it where it's holding the red heat color even when I pull back. We've got it completely, we know we're completely heated all the way around and through. Let's see if we're gonna win. Hear it. This is where the patience of working it back and forth pays off. I'm either twisting it or it's coming out. I cannot tell you which. It feels like it's coming
I
out.
think it's coming out.
So, this big of a ratchet, it's hard to tell.
Looks like we avoided the drill today, boys.
That is the sign of
Nice
victory
work.
right there. The 6th one out. And we had, what, 4 tries at that one?
Yeah, that last one fought us.
Some would have just given up and put new manifolds on, or, you know, but it just goes to show, try different ideas, see what you can do. Think outside the box. There's no right way or wrong way. You can see,
Too dark. Too dark.
we got light in here. You can see there how the washer buffered the weld from the manifold so we could get it in. That's quite a bit bigger, but all that weld and heat in there helped loosen that up and come out. You know, if you look at the threads aren't bad.
No.
You just 30 years of life in Iowa in the Rust Belt. So there we are, 6 studs fixed, out. Derek can let everything cool down and get some new gaskets and then start putting it back together. I mean, these gaskets aren't terrible. They took a little heat damage there that I would just put new ones in, because that way you never have to come back and do this again. When they blew out with the torch, you got cut into them. So if you were in the middle of nowhere just trying to get home, they'd work, you're in the shop, you got time, you can fix it. Put new ones in. So we'll have to check back with Derek after he sees if he can find a transmission that'll work in here. Part of me wants to take that torque converter out of that newer 4L60 and just see if it fits in there or not. But I think depth-wise, they're not going to mate up. We're going to have a gap in there. I do believe they make a flywheel, but I have to do some digging to find out for sure. So for now, it's a win. And we'll go see what the next quest for the day is.